What is going on to all you Sagittarius? So you have the Judgment, the Empress, the Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Chariot, Temperance, which is Sagittarius, Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Strength, ooh, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on for y'all. All right, so the Judgment, it doesn't necessarily represent Sagittarius, but it represents any of the fire signs. So you can say that it represents Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, either one. But this is about you, Sagittarius, obviously not being afraid to walk away from relationships. If they're really that terrible, a lot of you Sagittarius being like, yo, forget about this. Because the way that a lot of you perceive it, a lot of you are like, okay, well, what's the point of really trying to be in a relationship with somebody who's going to be dysfunctional anyway, right? A lot of you really don't see the point. So the Empress now represents, so as a result of this, the Empress is about, so you're moving forward, right? You're moving forward with your lives, but at the same time, you're doing it with grace, right? Or some of you will be, you will move forward, but some of you may have to get over this, which is the Queen of Swords. And that's the over skepticism, right? Because a lot of y'all right now happen to be in a situation where you may be dealing with so much nonsense to the point where not getting what it is that you want may really get some of you Sagittarius to really start thinking that, you know, everybody is full of it. Everybody is not real. And that's not the case, you know. It's just that, you know, sometimes the real people are actually on vacation. Sometimes the real people are actually staying out of the game. They could even be on vacation, healing, you know, just not really dating anybody, you know, because honestly speaking, the people that really are real, a lot of the times, they really see the games for what it is that it is, and then they choose to stay out of it. But the Queen of Swords represents, but you're going to have a very difficult time if you don't continue to try to get to know other people, right? So the reason why is because you're not going to be out here talking to people, getting to know people. So Queen of Swords is that you got to understand that not everybody is fake, right? It's a lot, most, but not everybody is fake, right? Because when you think about it, it's approximately what, 6-7 billion people on Earth, somewhere around there. Most people are in the game, so that's probably about what, 4 billion, you know, 4 or 5 billion. So the Ace of Swords and the Chariot now represents, so as a result, this is about how a lot of you Sagittarius, this is where the doubt is. A lot of you Sagittarius maybe again, more self-doubt, thinking that not necessarily, you may not really get somebody. That when push comes to shove, a lot of you Sagittarius may end up not really being with anybody and being single. And that's essentially what the musical chairs was about that you used to play when you were a little one. It's musical chairs. How it is that so many people striving to get as much as they can, and not everybody is going to get everything that they want or a whole lot, because the greed of others, the games that other people play, right? Musical chairs. So a lot of you Sagittarius are thinking it's like this. It's like on some musical chairs type stuff where maybe you're not really destined to get the things that you really want. Well, the Temperance represents, but at the same time, a lot of you Sagittarius can get some of the things, can get some of the things that you want. You can get some of the things that you want due to the fact that you're Sagittarius, right? You could just use your intelligence, because like a lot of times, a lot of you may not really understand that a lot of you Sagittarius are more, you have more book sense and more knowledge than what it is that a lot of you Sagittarius really give yourself credit for. Because the consciousness of an Aries, a lot of the times, is not really the consciousness of a Sagittarius. Y'all are more book smart, right? As to where an Aries is much more street smart. But if you learn to bring the two together, because that's what it is that you need to do anyway, you need to bring the two together. That's when you get a more complete, well-rounded sense of self. But a lot of you Sagittarius are supposed to use what it is that you've learned here from my channel, but also in your own life, if you've managed to take certain lessons with you and start implementing it, use it, and while you're talking to people. Then the Six of Cups. Then you have people, like I said, who's coming back, trying to get their foot in the door. Y'all already know what the Six of Cups means. It means that someone wants to come back. Somebody wants to get your attention again. But the Wheel of Fortune represents, are you Sagittarius really going to allow these people back in? And that's really up to you. That letting the other person back in is 100% up to you. Are you? You know? And it depends on what it is that they did. It depends on how it is that the two of you ended up. So the Strength and the Three of Swords now represents, so as a result, the Strength and the Three of Swords is more about how it represents the person that is the Six of Cups coming back. The Strength, the Three of Swords, they want you back, but at the same time, they don't want to admit that they don't want to admit that they was wrong. They heartbroken that they're not with you, but they don't want to admit that they were wrong. And that's part of where the problem is. Their ego still got them. They don't know how to let that ego go. They don't know how to be like, look, step into this with no ego, with less ego. Break down, actually get that weight off of their shoulders of trying to be tough or a boss or whatever on either side, whatever the nonsense is. So because of the fact that they don't know how to do that, they're gonna step to you like this. They're gonna interact with you like this, and it's still gonna still gonna look odd. Still gonna look odd. So let's clarify some of these cards. Sit. Good. Stay. Good. So, all right, so let's clarify some of these. Hey, sit. Good. Stay. It's my dog. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. So to clarify the Six of Cups, you have the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups, wow, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, this person really wants to come back. So to clarify the Six of Cups, you have the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune. Again, they didn't like the fact that you stopped talking to them. Here they are trying to come back in, shoot their shot one more time. The Wheel of Fortune for them is that, they didn't want to let go of you, Sagittarius. And obviously the decision is yours, whether you're going to hang out with them again. Now, the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups represents how a lot of you Sagittarius are determined to not go back to these people because the relationship is over with, right? And that there's really nothing that you and the other person can really say to each other. At least that's how it is that you perceive it. There's nothing that you can say to them. There's nothing that you want to say to them. And that these people are really out here tripping. The situation with that is that they don't see it like that. They want to get your attention. And that's what the Four of Pentacles is. The Four of Pentacles represents your own sense of patience. So you, Sagittarius, may be not wilding out on them. You may be patient, trying to get to know other people. But then at the same time, the Ace of Cups represents you know, these people still see it as an opportunity for the two of you to be together.